This video is sponsored by Single Point Solution. Single Point is pioneer in production and distribution of electric vehicles like electric bikes, electric scooters and three-wheelers. Single Point also provide consulting services to small F players.
Hello friends, I am Kanchan from Akulnet Technologies and welcome to our show. And as you know, we are discussing the women power, how women have progressed after independence. Though women progress is not new, women power is not new to our culture, our tradition. From antiquity, women remain power. They were teachers, they were builders. When you really see your Puranas and your traditional aspect where some rituals where women are required to complete the rituals. So yesterday we discussed about what makes women to rise, and we discussed that education plays a very vital role. Also, the social fabric where the mindset has to change towards women. To discuss further, we have Sitesh Srivastava, who has deep interest in corporate training. He had been working with women organization. He is a part of radio broadcasting. So without wasting further time, I would like to welcome to the show. Sitesh, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kanchan. It's a great day ahead and great day so far. A lot of good conversations with you all the time. And we're talking about women empowerment. You are one of it. So how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, perfectly fine. In COVID era, we are coping up. But I think everybody, including women, we have to look forward on a positive aspect of life, and we have to progress for betterment of family and society.
That's right, Kanchan. And therefore, it is very important for us today, since we all are sitting at home and we are working, we had a chance, we still have a chance, and probably we have already seen how much women work inside the home. And I have heard from a lot of women that the house job, the house chores are basically a thankless job. And I realize that it might be true, the kind of work that they do inside the home 24/7 without a wink, without a holiday, without any break, without any gap. And then it becomes an expectations. And then it becomes a daily routine and there is no break. Then we take it out from the home and then we realize how much the work the women do in the corporate sector, in the NGOs, as a charity, as a village panchayat heads, as mayors, and as we spoke yesterday about so many different women at the top of the sphere. It is more important, Kanchan, to realize and consolidate and reiterate about the contributions that they do and they can do from the very, very early age, from the daughters in our home, from the sisters in our families, from the cousins. It is not about anymore about any kind of a silver lining between boys and girls anymore. And if it exists, this needs to be protested. This needs to be pushed away. And so we are here to talk about some of the great names who need to be celebrated again and again, and not just on the copies of the women's magazines like those Manormas or Vanitas or the Grishobhas, and also women's era. They should be celebrated on the national print, national digital places. And some of the names that come to my mind, Kanchan, is Vandana Luthra, VLCC, and Kiran Majumdar, Shaw Biocon, and Ritu Kumar, the fashion designer, and Indra Nui. I mean, who does not know Indra Nui, our PepsiCo chief? And one interesting that suddenly caught my eye, and I would like to know more about Aditi Gupta, the co-founder of something called Menstrupedia, menstrupedia.com, talking about the menstruation and she and her husband, they created a comic book, and over the years that comic book has been uh, taken into some of the schools in India and outside India, and that's something which is great. I mean, we may not have needed a movie by Akshay Kumar to talk about what was that movie's name, Kanchan? That uh, I mean, that was a toilet Prem Katha, or there was another movie that he talked about those pads.
Right.
I mean, why do we need a male hero for that?
Right.
What do you say?
Yes, it's quite irony that for women, these men are propagating solutions, and they are doing their part, I guess, to really educate women, maybe in rural area, because in urban area, women know, and sometimes I feel that few aspects they neglect. That's why the rise of optimum level of progress of women to optimum level is not there, especially in India. But I will tell you that Article 14 provides equality among men and women. And when we talk about Article 15, that empowers government to make provision for the upliftment of women. Now, when we have all these rights in Constitution, so now today, women has right freedom to vote, freedom to take decisions, freedom to make choices, freedom of education and employment. And when we have so much of freedom, the bed is already set. So what I feel, and I would just want to substantiate my point is that there are many women who have worked hard to attain a specific position in the society, and I always 2 or 3 women I really appreciate, and the kind of work they are doing is, one is Malika Shri Nivasan, who is a CEO of Tractor and Farms Equipment. And do you know that this company is number 3 in the world in making and manufacturing of tractors? So, and then again, we have a GIC, General Insurance Corporation of India, Chairman and Managing Director, Alice G. Vidyan. So all these women, they have really worked hard, and then we have a provision to rise from a mediocre work to attain excellence in the work. So I think now in 2020, we are all set to really rise from post-independence era. I mean, from 1940s, 70s, 80s. So now we have the opportunities and the mindset, which is again changing. So now I think it is up to women to really take their career and their responsibilities more seriously, along with the cooperation of men folks, where they can cooperate, and in case if there are any hindrance in this progress, they have the ability, the men folk have the ability to really erase that. And when there's a gender equality, that nation progress rapidly. So that is my point of view. What do you think?
Yes, Kanchan, you could not have been more right and apt in bringing these things in our conversation. More and more in corporate sector, especially the Indian homegrown corporate sector, I feel needs to do more. I still hear that in manufacturing, large manufacturing companies in India, women are underrepresented. Okay, and I really don't understand why women can only do the office jobs like a HR. Why can't they be on the shop floor? I still hear in some of the top manufacturing companies on the shop floor, on the car assembly floor, we still have underrepresentation of women. When the Indian Army has opened up a lot. I mean, there is no place where the woman cannot be. And if we see that there is a need for a woman to be, we should also take some examples from other nations who have done that. Okay, and I think more or less the one point that I 100% agree with you. Women have to take their own career, life, personal choices in their own hand, and don't have to be rebellious about it, but they have to be progressive and constructive about it. And I think it is important to know about the founders in the technology space like Upasana Taku from MobiQuick and Neeru Sharma from Infibeam. Then there are Sunita Krishnan, who is a gang rape survivor and speaks about it in the corporates. And those all need to be appreciated. And then Sunita Krishnan is a Padma Shri. The movie I was talking about was Padman by Akshay Kumar. I would have more appreciated if a top heroine would have taken up that movie and done it. Though I'm happy that Deepika Padukone did that Chapak movie about that acid survivors. So I think this is a great time to be in India, to see women growing, and especially from the rural sector. Lot of small rural entrepreneurs, women, are still not being known in the public media. Our mainstream media does not talk about them. Probably in our conversations, we can bring those names and what they do, and we can celebrate their success, Kanchan.
Yes, definitely, because now with the penetration of internet in rural areas, there are more chances we can hear the great stories of women entrepreneurs and business women in rural area. Because I'm sure there are women sarpanch there, and I hear a lot of stories about their progress and what they have done, especially in the COVID area. So, and then again, one name which I really appreciate is Sunita Reddy, who established a chain of Apollo Hospital in India. So, all these kind of work which women are doing, but we have to add little more. I think women should add themselves more in the mainstream of progress of nature. So, with this thought,
That's right.
yeah, with this thought, I would like to end today's session, and we'll meet tomorrow again with some different topic. Till then, bye bye.
Yes, Kanchan. Yes, Kanchan. And I think it is time that Julius Caesar's wife has to come out of the shadows of Julius Caesar.
Yes, yes, sure. She will be. She will be. I guess. I think this is a coexistence we have. If women and men they put together their energies in nation building, the nation will progress rapidly, and then will again be called Soni Kichiriya in very few years. So it
Thank you.
was lovely talking to you, Sitesh. Bye bye. Take care.